Hello and welcome to the daily RE5 Gold Edition news.
Yay!
Yay!
So, this has been rumored for a while that the steamworks version of RE5 would have Gold Edition content, and it has not been officially confirmed, but officially announced, but it has been confirmed. It will be the Gold Edition because of several reasons. First of all, there was a really weird sighting in 2 Hong Kong web stores. They started listing RE5 Gold Edition for PC randomly, which was super weird. And then you also have the Steam database is listing some activity, like they changed the name of some kind of package regarding RE5 to RE5 Gold Edition. Then they changed it to like unknown. And then there's also a rating for the game in UK, I think, RE5 Gold Edition PC. So yeah, this is very much confirmed. It's now a thing. It'll have the Gold Edition
Nice.
content.
Yay!
After
It's
5
official.
years!
Official.
I am not bitter at all. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
I'll be really happy if it really happens.
Yeah, that would be good.
If it happens, you're not convinced?
I mean, there's still a little tiny shred of chance that
I guess I
It's
could cancel it. I guess that's possible.
you could cancel the podcast. Don't do that. We've
Then
already
they
started.
cancel the release.
I don't think they'll cancel Steamworks.
I think that's the only way this could not be a thing right now. Like, I think it's very much confirmed. We're getting Gold Edition PC after 5
Yeah.
freaking years.
I think it might as well be confirmed now
Yeah,
because like Remaster HD did really well on PC. You were saying, and
Mm,
I can't see them backing out on this.
I think that whole PEGI listing, I think that's the... I'm not sure if that's just UK, if it's for all of Europe, but that's like a rating system over here. It's like our ESRB. That was confirmed through that.
The
well,
Steam
that's kind of-
Steam database is also pretty much a confirmation because that is only something Capcom can modify, like their entry of RE5 in the Steam database.
Mm,
So,
18.
so I guess with the PC version of Gold Edition, we can now do stuff like this.
Out of the way! Oh,
Is that you? Is that you implying you want more stuff with Jill and Chris?
Yeah.
Jill
That's-
and Naked
that's-
Chris.
That's one of Sheva's best alternative outfits, actually. Like this, not Naked Chris. Although that's also a good one. But I love this fairy tale outfit. And Barry.
Yeah. So these are screenshots I took a couple of years ago of me modding Xbox version of RE5 Gold Edition. I didn't do a whole lot because it's a hassle to mod Xbox stuff. But yeah, that's XLR. That's Rebecca.
How many playthroughs are you gonna do of the game once all this content is available?
I don't know. I don't think I'll be going crazy or anything like that because, I mean, there's so many things to do with other games as well,
I think you'll go crazy.
and I've already
s-
done a lot with R5 in the past.
oh, wow.
assuming this is like the other Games Hunters Live transfers over to Steamworks, I assume your save file will either not work or it will require some fiddling to transfer it over.
Well, I mean, if they're just basing it on the code of R5 Gold Edition, well, actually, I was gonna say like it could work the same as on the Xbox, but I don't think that's the case because Games Windows Live has a really weird like container for the save games, so they couldn't use that directly. So yeah,
Yeah, don't they
they would have to convert it, I think.
Don't they like encrypt save games for some stupid reason?
Yeah,
I think they...
they
Yeah.
do. Although,
Good
although
riddance, games for Windows Live.
Indeed.
That's what we should be celebrating.
it is kind of weird that RE5 using Games Windows Live was kinda a blessing in disguise because if it weren't for that, we probably never would have gotten this for PC because the reason why they're adding Gold Edition content is because they have to port the game over to Steamworks rather than Games Windows Live.
Uh,
I love this screenshot.
But yeah, I do kind of wish like why didn't they just do this 5 years ago? I was so much more motivated. Like I was spending a shit ton of time back then modding RE5, and I would have done so much more with Gold Edition content then. I just don't think I have the time and motivation to do so now.
I'll motivate you. Look at Excella. She'll motivate you.
She looks like she's
Oh
gonna
dear.
motivate herself in that.
Oh dear.
Sectus, there's so much potential for mercenary stages in Gold Edition, though.
There is, but it's a shit ton of work. Like the mercenary stages I made for RE5 took ages. Like that is something I really wanted to do with RE6 as well. I just didn't because I was so sick tired of hex editing. So I really don't think I'll do anything similar for Gold Edition because it's just too much work. Like if I'm gonna create like one stage in the style of my oil refinery mod, that'll basically take a week of non-stop work. I don't think I have that in me. I have too many other things to work on.
Mm.
So here we have a magazine article about RE5 Gold Edition.
Alternative.
Magazine article from 5 years ago.
Oh,
Mm.
So we'll know Rebecca will be in it.
Excellent.
Oh, and
So,
Barry will be in it as well. Oh, he has this. Interesting.
This. Check.
Oh dear.
The release date, I think, is 2009 March.
Guess so. Come on, come on.
I guess I got these scans from biohaze.com.
Ah, dear.
Lost in Nightmares. I still think they should make just a full-length RE game in the style of Lost in Nightmares. I think that would work.
Oh yeah.
To
And even though I probably won't do this, someone should go through the trouble of converting this into a mercenary stage.
that's what I want.
I'm just looking forward to playing through this DLC with a mouse and keyboard. Yay!
Ah, blasphemous. I'm just,
Sure.
I'm more looking forward to 6 FPS high resolution
Oh yeah, that too.
and using Barry and
obviously.
Rebecca in all modes. And this is a good reminder. They had a really messed up release schedule for all of this. Like this was also different
Yeah.
based on region and like whether it was digital or physical and everything. What are you
Actually,
pointing
that's
at?
something
Warrior Chris,
Duh.
exoskeleton office lady.
Yeah, those are the Japanese names for the costumes.
That's heavy metal and business.
Did you just refer to Excel's bot as heavy metal?
Oh dear. uh,
So, I mean, I don't have a ton to talk about right now, so I don't know some other stuff here. So here's some. Oh no, have even more scans? Okay, I forgot about this. Even more scans, more Excel.
It's Josh.
I think now I have. Yeah. So this is a really early prototype build of RE5. I think here it's actually running on Unreal Engine 3.
Oh yeah.
oh wow.
Which is before they decided to use Empty Framework, and I'm kind of happy they decided to go with Empty Framework.
Me too.
It's kind of weird seeing it in this kind of engine.
Yeah.
And more prototype screenshots later in development. It's like
Yeah, I remember this area from like one of the first trailers.
it had more
Mhm.
colors in the prototype
Yes.
stage,
Definitely.
I
And
like
the-
the colors.
and Chris used guns in a really manly way.
T-pose, man.
Yeah, and apparently in this prototype version they had a evade system where as you get attacked you would press a button to do an evade. It's kind of like Revelations.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind
That's
of
really cool.
kind of interesting. It's also interesting to note that even RE4 also had something similar in the prototype stage where you could evade the moves. And here you can see that in prototype stage, Chris somehow had even bigger arms. Somehow.
Holy.
That's
fuck
true
shit.
actually.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
His build was slimmed down considerably, yet he still looks like an absolute beef monster.
Beef monster. That's
And
what I like to call him.
enemies could use chairs. I kind of wish they had kept that. Like I want more Resident Evil enemies to use chairs as a weapon. Like I said, I think it would be a good addition to the series overall.
Here, have a seat.
And I just want to show off that I'm kind of a badass, because in late 2010, Like, I mean, this is a good podcast to just talk about things which are 5-year-old. So in late 2010, Capcom announced Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D, and this was the first like promotional picture they released of the game with like silhouettes for characters that was going to be announced like up to 6 months later. But I was manly. I figured this out in like a week or a couple of days. I am bestest. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
That was good.
Indeed.
What's this?
That's Krauser.
It's a good teaser
It
picture
is
of him.
face.
Yeah.
This was kind of fun to do. I don't think Capcom has really done anything. Well, actually, they did something similar with like the live action trailer for Revelations 2. Like that had a lot of teasing in it. I guess that's it. Like there isn't a whole lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about. There's always a lot to talk about for RE5.
Do you have
Are you
anything
kidding?
else relevant to say about this news?
You guys should expect at least 2 playthroughs of all the Gold Edition content with me and Sectus on every difficulty level. As each character.
People can be free to give me recommendations for what I should do with the Gold Edition content, because I'm not just gonna like do stuff with no reason. Like for instance, I wouldn't mind doing like a playthrough of the Gold Edition content like Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape with like different characters. I think that would be
With
fun.
Excella and Wesker.
Yeah, like that for instance would be fun. I like just playing with the normal characters, that wouldn't be very special really, because I've done that a billion times before.
But at 60 FPS, Sectus, you could be the first to record Gold Edition content at 60 FPS.
That'll be difficult with my upload speed.
I'll do it for you.
Then you'll be the first one.
I'm so excited though.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
only-
That is good news.
Now, if only we had a release date.
Well, here's my theory. Because they originally said early 2015. Right? That's what they said.
Yeah, that's what they said.
If you go by the quarterly schedule, that has to be before the end of March. Because after that, you're in the middle of 2015.
Maybe they're talking about
That's
fiscal years.
I don't like the word fiscal.
Okay then.
But
So they can't.
another thing I started thinking of, and this will also enable it to very easily use like the entire character set for both Mercenaries and Reunion, because the original Gold Edition content was kind of limited as to which character you could use. And I am kind of curious if they will actually make it officially possible to use all characters in Versus, because a ton of people complained that they didn't make it possible to use like Josh, Excella, Rebecca, and Barry for
Wait.
Versus with the Gold Edition content.
Do you think with this version that's going to include verses? Because I was just overlooking that.
I mean, I would assume so, because that is a very obvious oversight with the original i5 release. It did not have even Versus.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I personally do not really care a whole lot about Versus, but I think it would be weird if they don't include that.
I was just assuming that they wouldn't include it.
I would also hope that they finally also include like official split screen support for the PC version, because that's a nice thing to have, which the original did not have on PC.
Indeed.
Give Sectus what he wants, and then he'll mod everything.
Well, give me the source code and I'll definitely mod everything. I love working with source code. It's a lot better than hex editing.
Steamworks Gold Edition now includes source code.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Give me source code of any RE game and that's the thing I'll mod for the next year. Like Resident Evil Gaiden, sure. I'm okay with that one.
Wow. There's one thing I would like to bring up, although it's more about Games Hunters Live than RE5. So another reason that people don't like Games Hunters Live is that it actually limits like usage by country. Like if Games Hunters Live is not available in your country, you can't play, like you can't use the online features of the game.
I would assume that is no longer the case, because they have literally no reason to do so anymore.
But you see, I saw something in the NewGaf thread that was talking about this whole PEGI listing for RE5 Gold Edition, and it said that when Dark Souls... Aye, alright. when Dark Souls transitioned from Game Center's Live to Steamworks, it was still blocked in the same countries where Game Center's Live was not available.
Yeah.
Which was very peculiar.
I read the same thread, and did you see the reply to that?
No, I did not.
I think someone said that game still had DLC on the Games Workshop's Live store or something like that. Actually, I can't remember. I only skimmed through that. I didn't read properly. I mean, either way, that is done by a different publisher, so they might have just been late or something. But I'll be very surprised if this is still restricted to certain regions, because why?
Well, true, but it is something to keep an eye out for once this finally happens.
Yeah.
I have faith. RE5 can do no wrong.
And I know of a very obvious next project for Capcom. Now,
here we go.
as
Here we
they've
go.
ported RE5 Gold Edition to PC.
RE6
There we go.
remastered.
Actually, that is a good point. Like, it is kind of sad when I was mentioning it that RE6 never got like a Gold Edition thing, because I think that would have that could have made sense. Like, just add a bunch of more Mercenaries content. I would really have been into that.
I would have been okay with more Mercenaries content, but
Hey,
yeah.
that reminds me. How do you think they'll handle No Mercy?
Yeah.
will there be reunion No Mercy?
If they do that would actually be kind of a big deal, I think.
I would be extremely happy. Like that would be the best. Oh my god.
Okay.
thought of that.
Even better. Like, they just have Mercenaries and Reunion like normal, but for No Mercy Reunion, they just have all characters selectable as normal. I think that would be a cool idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
But I'm just thinking about all the possibilities now though. Like we can do No Mercy modding like 4-player games with reunion characters too. And
That's true.
Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be fun.
I'm going to be the more pessimistic one and say don't expect No Mercy support for reunion content.
I mean,
that'll have to be modded in, I think.
there is the like negative point of view where you could assume that they're using RE5 Gold Edition as base for this port, and it won't have any of the PC stuff from the previous PC release. Like, I guess that's a possibility, which would be a really sad possibility.
That I don't know. That seems unlikely. I think because I mean they went to the trouble of adding No Mercy to RE6.
Yeah, but then again, like, that was a very different project. Like, that was them adding something rather than like merging two very different projects. Well, somewhat different projects. I don't know. I mean, I think it makes perfect sense that they add Gold Edition content and also include the PC stuff, like the benchmark and the No Mercy stuff. Like, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if that's gone. But I also kind of almost. I kind of think that they'll just do the laser out, to be honest. Like, No Mercy will just be No Mercy, like the old version, and no changes to it. Done.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the base PC version with the Gold Edition content sort of bolted onto it.
Although, like, for the love of God, just add online co-op to No Mercy. Come on. Don't be an idiot, Capcom.
Yeah.
They won't. That'll remain in the realm of modding.
But it's such a hassle.
They won't do it. If they actually do that, I'll be very surprised.
Well, they have already surprised you once by adding Gold Edition content to begin with, so who knows?
True.
And what I was gonna say, like 5 hours ago, now as Capcom has finally done, like, ported Gold Edition to PC, there's one other project which should come to PC as well. Dragon's Dogma 1. Come on, Capcom. Come on. I will personally donate $5 to the project. Actually, you know what? Why don't they just do a Kickstarter? I would back a Kickstarter for Dragon's Dogma 1 PC.
yeah.
I would back that.
I would too. I would buy the game for a fourth time.
I would buy 4 copies of the PC version. At least. Okay,
Steam 4-pack.
I think now we might have said everything there's to say about this not
Probably.
official announcement.
There's one official comment on the Steam community post about Resident Evil 5 and more coming to Steamworks that I would like to read.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
from Lieutenant Dan. Gold edition, 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 gold.
That sounds like the what's the name of the guy who recently resigned from being CEO at Microsoft?
Dalmatric?
No. Oh, I forget the name of him, but he has a funny video where he goes, developers, 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 developers. It's
Steve,
really
Steve
funny.
Ballmer.
Yeah, Steve Ballmer. Yeah. I can't imagine Aquamate going like that about this announcement.
I can't wait.
And I guess the timing isn't too horrible because it is less than a year ago people figured out how to finally import new models into RE5. So maybe I'll do like a playthrough of Lost in Nightmares as pairs.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, I think this is definitely it. I think there's nothing else we can say about this.
It'll be a whole new kind of nightmare.
So yeah.
Maybe I'll make another short podcast once they have actually officially announced this.
One that you never want to wake up from.
Oh my.
Just stay asleep forever.
Okay.
All I know is that when this happens, I'll be playing in 4K 120 FPS. Yes.
Ooh.
So bye.
Okay. Bye bye.